Greetings to all of you who back the blue. You know, if you followed my channel, you know that I get a lot of pushback from my support of police. But it is what it is. And that's okay, because it comes with the territory. But it's really special when people share stories with me about a fallen officer that I didn't know about. And when the story actually comes from a family member, that makes it even more special. So today I want to focus on a fallen hero that we lost here in Central Florida 8 years ago this week. Orlando Police Department Lieutenant Debra Clayton was shot and killed when she encountered a wanted murder suspect in the parking lot of a Walmart on January 9th, 2017. A citizen approached Lieutenant Clayton in the parking lot and informed her that a wanted suspect was inside the store. The suspect was wanted for murdering his pregnant ex-girlfriend and for shooting her brother just 1 month prior. As she walked towards the building, the man exited and opened fire on her, striking her multiple times.
So I'm looking at her body literally jumping off the ground from bullets, of course. He's unloading. He shot at her at least 5 or 6 more times as she's on the ground. She was just in the store, standing in line.
After shooting Lieutenant Clayton, the man carjacked the vehicle and fled the scene. A captain from the Orange County Sheriff's Office spotted the vehicle moments later, and he was shot as he got behind it. During the ensuing search, Deputy First Class Norman Lewis of the Orange County Sheriff's Office was killed in a motorcycle crash. As you can imagine, this senseless tragedy caused devastation to many here in Central Florida, especially the families and the colleagues of the officers who were lost on that day. Sergeant Debra Clayton was hired by the Orlando Police Department in 1999, a year after she graduated from the University of Central Florida. She was involved in several community engagement efforts, including Paramore Kid Zone, and she played a huge part in Dueling Dragons and Operation Positive Direction, 2 of the department's mentoring programs. She was a school resource officer, and sometimes she worked off duty to provide security and help direct traffic between the services at the River of Life Christian Center in Orlando. You know, Lieutenant Clayton was dedicated to protecting and serving those in the very same community she grew up in. She gave it all to see transformation in the streets of Ivy Lane and in the corridors of Mercy Drive. And at the time of her death, she was preparing to start a nonprofit to help bridge the gap between law enforcement and the community.
So we want to stop the violence in the community, but we need the community to speak up. Let us know what's going on so that we can try to intervene. We can't do anything without you all letting us know what's going on so that we can protect and save our children from violence. And we also, the police is here to help you. We're not here to hurt you, we're here to help you. And if you have any complaints, just follow up with the complaints. And believe me, we will look into them, okay? So don't give up on us despite everything you've seen on the news. We're here for you. So that was the reason for bringing the cops and the community together so we can start having a unity, building these relationships, and trusting each other.
Lieutenant Clayton had served with the Orlando Police Department for 17 years, and she is survived by her husband and her son. Her son Johnny's words at her memorial still ring true to this day. Everything she worked for, she died for. She loved people, and she loved to save people and help people. Debra would have celebrated her 50th birthday last August. Let us never forget her sacrifice.
Not a day goes by that I don't think about Miss Debra.
It was my first cousin, Marcia Derrico, who shared her story with me on last year. They were extremely close, and they were line sisters in college, and I know that she misses her every day. When I started to research Lieutenant Clayton's life, I was blown away by the stories that were shared by the citizens of her community, the members of her church, and her colleagues in the police department.
She's just one of those people that when she smiled and gave her little speeches to motivate you, you couldn't help but to feel good.
I think she liked the atmosphere here, and we have a lot of youth. And I believe that was the main thing that drew her.
Sadly, we can't bring Lieutenant Debra Clayton back, but what we can do is share her story, share her testimony that will have an impact on several youth for decades to come, not only in Central Florida, but throughout our nation.
And they still remember her beautiful smile, and also the advice and the companionship that she gave the kids.
It is about unity and bridging that gap to where even the men and women that put on uniforms, their husbands, their wives, their daughters, their sons, that they are human beings also.
I encourage everyone who sees this to hashtag bridging the gap in memory of her sacrifice. And also let it be an encouragement to those in her community who are keeping her vision alive even to this very day. Please like and share this video to as many people as possible. As always, thank you for your continued support, but more importantly, please continue to support our shields. God bless.